everyone, so we are going live. We tried earlier on and it didn't work, so I thought I'll let the phone rest because I thought maybe, yeah, it's glitching because, you know, the phone yeah, isn't responding well. But anyway, today I will be going live with my friend Matt Bennett, who's also known as Raw Intuition. He has a very awesome ebook in the bundle, the 5-Star Salad Revolution, and he does like loads of research, you know. So I thought he would be the best person to ask, for me to ask questions, and for him to answer it, because I get a lot of questions on my YouTube channel, and you know, they ask about anti-nutrients, they ask about oxalates, they ask about is there enough calories, that kind of thing. So I thought he'll be a cool person to answer. Yeah, oh yay, Matt is here. And okay, he has a request, go live. You're awesome. Yeah, let me just pin this, pin comment.
Hey, what's up, Jen? What's
Yay! Good to
up?
see you.
How's it
Yay! Good,
going?
good, good. He's
Your phone is
working now.
okay?
I think it's okay. I think he just needed some rest just now. Because I was trying to do the live with Stephanie for like 30
Yeah.
minutes, but she was so interesting, and then I had so many questions for her, and then other people had questions as well. And then we went on, and I was like, okay, I have to end now.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
I like your neon sign behind.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice. Ooh, maybe I should get one of those as well. And
You
like,
should. It looked great behind you.
yeah. So yeah, I thought today I'm naming this session "Real Questions, Real Answers" because I get a lot of questions on. I got a lot of questions on this particular um video that I did at what I eat in a day as a raw vegan chef. I think it's just because it's like my best, most viewed video, so it has
Oh,
like
sure.
most questions as well. And I thought you would be qualified to do that because you do so much research, you know, like just from reading your ebook in the vegan health bundle is like, wow, it's just so much, you know, knowledge in there, really in-depth knowledge and well researched as well. So,
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll do my
so
best. I'll do my best.
okay, cool. Cool, yeah, because just to let people know, both of us are in the current vegan health bundle, which is ending very soon in like just about a day, where you get 150 ebooks, courses, guides, programs, everything related to vegan health. So it can be recipes, it's both cooked and raw. You have cooking classes. There's also so Matt has his 5-Star Salad Revolution. Did I get that
Yeah,
correct? Yeah,
that's
ebook in that. And then I have two of my courses, my raw vegan Asian sweets and treats course, as well as my beautiful vegan food, which shows you how to make food look good in your photos. And there's also loads of doctors. There's a yoga course. There's a sustainable vegan advocacy course. There's things on parenting as well and all that. So check the link in our bios if you haven't checked out the vegan health bundle yet, because it's only 49 US dollars for digital content worth 8,000 US dollars.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And now let's get to the questions. So
All right.
the so this video was of me eating my breakfast. My breakfast was actually a smoothie bowl, a strawberry surprise. It's a recipe by our friend Chris Kendall, who is also in the vegan health bundle. He has 3 ebooks in it. And then I made a giant salad with a Thai coconut curry, and the dressing was from Melissa Maris, who also has tons of ebooks and courses. She has a wraps ebook in the vegan health bundle. She and Nate also have their live course in the vegan health bundle. And then I made the sweet and hot collie bites, which was that was a recipe by Nathan Maris, and he also has his brand new Ninja Creamy, I think it's but brand new Ninja Nice Creamy book, I think, in the
Yeah.
vegan health bundle as well. And then for dinner, I had mango and celery. And so, yeah, one of the questions was like, where's the vitamin A, B12, K2, D3?
Gosh, yeah. Okay. So I've noticed a lot of, and your day sounded awesome to me. I mean, I think that was a great day for you.
Yeah, it was.
So like I noticed a lot of the carnivore trolls that come to these, come to the comment section to always comment these same things. They love to point out non-essential nutrients like vitamin A. These nutrients that you don't need to get in the fully formed version of it. Really,
Right.
you're getting so much beta carotene, which is
Mm-hmm.
the precursor to vitamin A.
Mm-hmm.
And so, your body knows exactly how to use that and turn that into the right amount of vitamin A that you need, which that's what a lot of these people, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and
Mm-hmm.
just like think that maybe they're just not, they don't know this stuff. But I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times it's either industry funded like accounts.
Yeah.
They send,
Ah,
they send these accounts to popular videos that are promoting something
right.
that makes their product look bad. And so, I think that's a lot of the times what's happening. So what people should know is that it's so much healthier and health promoting long term to get your nutrients in the precursor form.
Yes.
So like beta carotene, um, uh, gosh, so any other precursor that you want, whatever else they're gonna say. When you get the beta carotene, iron is another one.
Okay.
So they say, where you're not going to get heme iron, and heme iron is more bioavailable, they say. And that's the problem, actually. That's what you don't want, because
Mm-hmm.
heme iron bypasses the natural regulatory mechanisms that we have in our gut. That the body is dynamic, and so it's constantly sensing the nutrient levels that it has within it and adjusting the absorption rate in the gut to match what we need. So this is why people that take high levels of vitamin A get vitamin A toxicity, and it
Yeah.
causes problems because they're bypassing that natural regulatory mechanism that the microbiome is involved in. And so that's the problem, is that you're getting these things in a way that it bypasses the gut in the regulation of the absorption. And so you can get too much vitamin A. You can also get way too much iron, which high amounts of both of these are very problematic. Iron is very pro-oxidative, so it can lead to cancer and all these other things if you have too much, and just other inflammatory conditions. So yeah, that's what I would say to somebody that was concerned about not getting preformed vitamin A or heme iron or any of these things. And vitamin D, I mean, you get out into the sun, that's
Yeah.
the very best way to get it. Because there's different opinions on whether or not vitamin D supplementation is actually beneficial. I
Yeah.
I've listened to doctors on both sides of it,
Yeah.
and it's hard to really know. But you can easily take a supplement if you want to, if you're not getting enough sunshine. But I don't think that's the same thing. I don't think you're getting the same benefits as getting sunlight. Even people that are consuming vitamin D in milk or some of their other fortified foods, that's a supplement. That's a supplement too. So if they're going to claim that a vegan diet is deficient in these things, they're getting it through a supplement. Most of the people consuming milks and cereals and different things that have supplemented vitamin D, that they're getting it the same way. But yeah, so I would I would just say with vitamin D, you know, it's a not really a dietary nutrient. You know, it's a
Mm,
hormone that we
mm,
create through being in the sun. So, and
yeah.
B12, you know, that's just an unfortunate side effect of civilization and how sanitary we've become. We've, you know, killed the soil microbiome, so there's a lot less of B12 being created in the soil. And we wash everything. You know, we have chlorinated water,
Mm,
all these things that destroy the bacteria that produce B12. And so, really, from what I understand, the rates of deficiency in B12 is pretty similar between plant, you know, vegans and non-vegans. So
mm,
even omnivores or people that eat an omnivorous diet are still struggling with B12 deficiency. Um, and a lot of their animal products are being supplemented too.
mm,
You know,
mm.
they give the animals B12 supplements in their feeds. So yeah, so that's I don't think that's a good argument on their end.
And then I told this person, I said that, I eat natto and
Yeah.
so K12 comes from plants. And then,
Yep.
his answer was like, fermenting soybeans does not remove all of their negative effects. And you also,
Yeah. Again, I mean, and I should have said also with like vitamin A that they talk about and whatever else, there's no studies or research showing that vegans have deficiency, like elevated deficiencies of these nutrients, right?
mm,
So, you know, if anything, we have higher levels, and so they can say all of these things, but if you were to ever ask them to provide the study where they determined vegans were deficient in vitamin A, you know, they're not going to have anything because there are none that I'm aware of. So that's another thing. But yeah, with the soy thing, I mean, uh, it's it's been consumed for a very long time, you know, in Asia, especially
yes,
the fermented form.
yeah.
So yeah, again, it's really it's just talk. So
All right, thanks, Matt, for that. And then I had this other one which I thought was quite funny. It said, garbage pile of sugar and fiber. Good diet to make you infertile.
see, it's like we're in upside down world, right? Because everything they say is like the exact opposite of the truth. So yeah, I mean, actually, I've known several people that have had trouble getting pregnant, and they went on a plant-based diet, and then they were able to get pregnant. So, you know, first of all, saying that fruits and vegetables are just sugar and water, is that what they said? Sugar and water?
Garbage pile of sugar and fiber. I'm
Oh,
like, I thought fiber is good.
yeah, it is. It definitely is. So yeah, they just don't understand, I guess, nutrition because it's you know, sugar is much different than you know, the complex matrix of different nutrients that are, you know, come together in a plant food. So it's definitely not just sugar. It's antioxidants and enzymes and um, you know, polyphenols and uh, everything that you really want, right? And so it's definitely a good example is look at Mastering Diabetes.
Mm.
These guys, if anything, if two type 1 diabetics would definitely, if all fruits and vegetables were just sugar and water fiber, you know, they'd be struggling and they're thriving. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of mastering diabetes, they're not officially as a contributor in the bundle, but there is a very, very good video by Cyrus, right? The guy's name,
Yeah.
from Mastering Diabetes. So, Fat Man Rants, who is Tim Kaufman, he has contributed 5 videos to the Vegan Health Bundle, and those 5 videos are very, very, very good. I actually
Cool.
really like that particular contribution because he interviewed Ocean Robbins, he interviewed Janie Goddard, he interviewed Dr. Stefan Esser, Rip Esselstyn, and Cyrus. So there is a, like, I think at least a 1 hour interview where he speaks to Cyrus of Mastering Diabetes on all this. So if you guys are getting the bundle, go check those 5 videos out by Fat Man Rants. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Tessa Jane says Chef Yin is so relaxing. Oh, thank you.
Tessa's the best.
Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, this is a long one, but I thought I'll just read it out anyway because it's quite amusing.
Yeah.
Because it says vegan people have most unhealthy diet as they consume vegetables. Oh no, as they consume vegetables raw, which is harmful AF. You need to heat a vegetable so that anti-nutrients in it gets reduced, germs and bacteria get killed, etc. We are not animals that can digest raw plant protein. How is this even ethical? Being vegan is good, but vegan people who follow raw diet, which ain't good. That's the reason why the vegans who follow raw diets are thin AF. I don't think Matt or I look thin AF, but anyway. If this remains the case, blood formation will get affected and many gastric and indigestion issues will happen. At least eat cooked food. Plus, these people are woke and don't listen to professionals. They are in delusion that it's healthy. Sometimes vegetables have parasites which can enter your body if you eat raw and then spread in your body. My own aunt started this diet and she was infected with a parasite like worms and you could see it moving in her eyes. So yeah, what do you have to say about that?
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that that person's aunt, but I personally never, I've studied a lot of people that have lived on this lifestyle. I've never once heard of them contracting parasites, especially in their eyes. I I think let's see, the not being able to digest raw plant proteins, I think they said.
Yeah, we are not animals that we can digest raw plant protein.
Interesting. So, first of all, there's protein in all plant foods. So, are they saying that when we consume a banana, we can't digest it? Yeah, that's kind of strange. But yeah, I mean, actually, plants have the exact amount of protein and the exact type of protein that we want. So yeah, the body definitely does very well with raw plant foods. So I guess I don't know. See, that's the issue with some of these comments. It's without further information, like what I get. But again, I think they're just talking to talk and try and confuse people. But yeah, what were some of the other things that they said?
It was talking about yeah, so basically, oh, it says you need to heat a vegetable so that anti-nutrients in it get reduced, germs and bacteria get killed. And I got that same question yesterday as well at the Raw Food Worldwide meetup. So maybe that's something you can address.
Sure. So yeah, in terms of the bacteria and things that are on raw plant foods, that's why we have stomach acid, because that's what takes care of these things. And the issue with a lot of people is that they use antacids and different pharmaceutical drugs that deplete their hydrochloric acid, and so it's not as effective. And so that allows for bacteria and things that would normally get taken care of with our stomach acid to get through. So for people that are on pharmaceuticals on a regular basis, or antibiotics, or drinking fluoridated water, that could be a problem. But if you're avoiding a lot of these things that deplete your your hydrochloric acid, as well as the good gut bacteria that also are a protective, barrier to other, pathogenic bacteria that might find their way in. Yeah, it's just about supporting. It's about supporting the microbiome and your body's natural defense mechanisms that we have in them. And as far as anti-nutrients are, they've been given, it's a misnomer. It's really, a lot of these plant compounds that people say are anti-nutrients, they actually have a hormetic effect, which hormesis is, it's basically, when they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, it's a good type of stress that enhances the body and benefits us. So when we take in, even polyphenols are considered anti-nutrients. So, and these polyphenols are extremely beneficial to the body. They're antioxidants, they're anti-inflammatory. So they're very, beneficial to so many different systems in the body. But you could, there are studies that show they do have some anti-nutrient effects. But again, that it's, if you just look at that one, thing outside of the whole picture, then you'll get the wrong idea, because overall these things have a beneficial effect, and it really trains our body to interact more efficiently and better in the environment that we're in. So consuming these plants with so-called anti-nutrients is actually a benefit that that these people that leave these comments just don't understand, I guess.
Thanks for that. Thanks for clarifying that. And I think you go into that in depth in your book.
Yes.
As well in the Vegan Health
Yep.
Bundle. So yeah, you guys can read up more about that if you want to know more. Yeah. And then I got a question about raw sweet potato. Doesn't sound good or safe to eat. What do you think?
I know people do eat raw sweet potato. Did you have raw sweet potato in the
I think
in the video?
I put it in a salad, maybe like, just like grated some of it or something
Sure.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bit. Good.
I mean, you obviously, you can eat it, but personally, I don't really enjoy raw sweet potato. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I know that people do eat that. They shred it, or I have made it in the past into noodles with my spiralizer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but you can definitely do it.
I make it into when I make it into chips.
Oh yeah,
My boyfriend loves it.
nice. Hydrated.
Yeah. So yeah, I just use the shredder of my food processor.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, to slice it into chips form, and then I just put it into a dehydrator, and then he'll eat the entire tray of it.
Nice.
And then I also use it to make the wraps, because Lisa of Raw Food Romance, she has the hand salads ebook in the Vegan Health Bundle as well. And some of her wraps, she uses raw sweet potato as one of the ingredients for her wraps. So I use that as well, because it's really easy to get sweet potatoes over here.
Okay.
In Malaysia.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's safe to eat, right?
Yep.
It's just that maybe it might not taste as good to some people, but it depends on how you make it,
Yeah.
It's nice as chips.
Yep, like you said, as a dehydrated chip, yeah, I think that would be awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have this other so this other person says my video is totally unscientific and dangerous. I don't know why it's dangerous.
Is that all they said?
I think that's
Okay.
But someone else said this thing. After a while of raw vegan diet, I started throwing up after every meal, gut problems. This destroyed my health. I also lost period. Uncooked veggies are not easily digested. And after being 12 years vegetarian, 2 years vegan, I started eating meat again and got much better. Cool, for some of you it works, but this isn't healthy, and many young girls suffer because they are easily manipulated by this.
Well, there's no doubt that there are, people out there that have eating disorders and things that, can use the raw vegan diet as a way of kind of, managing or masking their condition. But I don't think that is, they could use that. They could use any diet, and they do.
Yeah.
Not just people that eat raw vegan diets that have these issues. So, it's unfortunate, and hopefully these people find the help they need to recover from that. But yeah, it's not. It has nothing to do with the raw vegan diet or a vegan diet or anything like that. Um, I think that. It actually, for a lot of people, a lot of people say that they recovered from eating disorders and things like that from going on a raw vegan diet, because it started to put real nutrients and healthy food into their body, which started to allow things to heal and allow them to create a better relationship with food. So again, it's going to depend on the person, but yeah, just to blanket statement say that it's the raw vegan diet's fault, I don't think that's fair. And then in terms of raw vegetables not being easy to digest, again, that goes to show that they're probably coming off of a standard American diet, and maybe they're introducing I don't know what raw vegetables they're eating, but maybe they just need to introduce it slower to allow their gut microbiome to adapt, because our body is designed, we are a frugivorous species, right? So we are designed to eat fruits and vegetables. If you're having trouble digesting the foods that our body is designed to consume, that just shows that there's some things that, you either have to transition slower, or you have to look at other factors that are impacting your digestion, right? Because again, a lot of these people are taking medications and alcohol and doing a lot of things that impair their digestion. And so, I've got, this person should maybe read 5-Star Digestion, and that might help them out. So there's many things. There's dietary factors, there's lifestyle factors, and there's environmental factors that go into how well we digest anything. So yeah, it's again, I don't think that's fair to blame the raw vegetables.
Yeah, because I find when I eat cooked food, it's harder to digest.
Yeah.
The raw food is way easier. Cooked food is like, I can feel like, it's trying very hard. My body's like trying so hard to digest it. It's way more difficult. So sometimes, I sometimes find, that's why, when people say things like that, sometimes I ask them like, I don't know whether you're doing it the right way. And I do suggest, they follow people like you or Chris Kendall, or, or even listen, Raw Food Romance, because I feel like they, you all have been living this raw food lifestyle for so long, and you are thriving. Because I think if people approach it in in a wrong way, or just like not doing enough research, then they can be suffering from it and have problems with it, because it's like, they're just like, maybe they're eating too much fats, or they're eating too little, then it might be a problem. But I think if they eat properly and have diverse amount of food, and they eat enough, because I know I met someone yesterday and I was like, I think you're under eating, because she was complaining about how she lost so much weight and the skin, is pasty and all that. I was like, I don't think it's the raw diet. I think it's just you under eating, it's just not enough. Because she told me what she ate. I was like, that's really low calorie,
Yeah, that's very common, is people think they're eating more than they are when they get into this lifestyle. I've talked to so many people that are very similar to what you just said, and they say they're eating enough, but once you get a food log, a food diary from them, you really start to see what they're actually doing, and that usually shows, you know, the issue. So yeah, a lot of, like you nailed it. It's usually either too much fat, too few calories, or a combination of both of them, or, you know, some other factors. But those are two of the big ones. And so yeah, it is so important for people to get the right education about how to live this lifestyle successfully, because
Yeah.
there's so many opinions out there of, you know, there's so many new people coming in all the time and sharing things that might not be beneficial to some people that are trying to learn how to do this sustainably. So yeah.
Yeah, because personally, I think also when I first started going raw as well, yeah, I think I made those mistakes. That's why I mentioned
So
it.
did
I
I.
ate like
I
way
did
too
too.
much high fat,
Yeah.
and then I didn't eat enough. And I used to think like these people who were eating like, you know, like how fully raw Christina was eating such a huge giant salad.
Yeah.
I thought she was crazy. But then I kept seeing, yeah, like you and Nate and Lisa like eating like, yeah, huge big salad. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this, you know, because and then I started trying it. I was like, oh, it's better. And then I remember reading your book and it was talking about, you know, getting 1 pound of greens, right? And I thought that was like, oh, that's a bit difficult. But I slowly started increasing my greens to 1 pound. And now I just easily eat it at 1 pound and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and there's no problem at all. And I feel better. And because I was talking to this other guy yesterday at the Raw Food World meetup, and he was like, you eat 450 grams of greens. I said, yeah, but now sometimes I split it. I put like 150 grams in for my breakfast and then do 300 grams. And he goes like, I only eat 200 grams a day. And if that's a lot. Then
Wow.
I say, yeah, just slowly introduce it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you get used to it
Yep. Yeah.
as
Because
well.
I didn't start eating a pound right away either, right? I worked my way up to
Yeah.
it too. So, you know,
Yeah.
and there are ways, like you said, you can split it up. Like it doesn't all have to be in one salad. Like you can put it in a smoothie,
Yeah.
you know, juice it, you know, you can do a lot of things. Put it in a wrap, you know, for lunch and then have a salad for dinner or whatever. So, yeah, you can definitely spread it out to make it easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one is also quite interesting. Someone asked because I had mangoes for dinner, right? I did. So this person said, "Am I the only one who has crazy dreams if I just eat a mango for dinner?"
What?
I was like, "No." It's just that he has like wild dreams when he eats a mango. But I'm wondering whether he eats it just before he goes to sleep. So
Mm-hmm. That
yeah,
could be.
that could be the reason because he did say like later on he explained like before I go to bed or something. Because I'm like, I finish eating at my eating window finishes at 6 and then I go to bed about 10:30.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think mangoes cause crazy dreams.
Yeah. I have a very similar eating schedule too, eating window. Yeah, I try to be done by 6. Sometimes it goes to like 6:30, but yeah, the more time you can put in between finishing eating and going to sleep, you know, it's only going to help with sleep quality and, you know, having weird dreams. Because I've actually had that where if I eat too close to going to bed, and usually it's more often if I have something cooked
Yeah.
before bed that
Yeah.
I have weird dreams. But if, you know, when I'm all raw, I don't experience that at all.
I was just gonna say that I know I have had nightmares when like you said, you know, when I have cooked dinner
Yeah.
for cooked food for dinner, and it's also like I have it later because you know you're going out and you're going for an event, and you know people eat like 7:30, 8 or 9, and then after that you come home and then you sleep. That's when I get like nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have this another. I thought like, oh, I should ask you this. So this person says mango in dinner can make stone in kidney. And then I asked like why? And then this person said mango and strawberry should eat at morning, to drink water after it, to do bath, to wash the kidney, to prevent stone in kidney.
Hmm. Interesting. I've never heard that one before.
Why?
Do they think that mangoes have like a high amount of oxalates maybe? If they're thinking about kidney stones? I'm not exactly sure. But
Yeah.
what we do know though is that mangoes are an anti-inflammatory, very highly antioxidant rich fruit, which it lowers your risk of having kidney stones, right? So the people that are at the highest risk for kidney stones are the people that are eating a lot of animal products, because that creates a lot of acidity in the blood and in the body, and so that causes more of the formation of the oxalic acid binding with calcium in the kidneys. So yeah, the rates of kidney stones are much higher in meat eaters than in
That's what I
vegan.
thought.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think that it's the mango that's causing the kidney stones.
yeah,
I thought it was the meat. Yeah.
exactly.
Uh,
Yep.
okay. I'm gonna just like select one more question or comment because yeah, it's already like 10:56 and I'll need to go and prepare
Yeah.
lunch soon. Let me see. What is Oh, I think this is really funny. This person says, "You are a cook, not a chef. There's a difference between your mom bandaging a scrape and a physician."
That's clever. I like that. That's funny. Not true though. Not true at all. So yeah, it's a funny joke, but I think you're definitely a chef, and I guess I don't know why they would have to say that.
I thought it was so funny. I burst out laughing. I was like, I'm like, oh no, this is even funnier. He says she was like fake when the cameras are off. She eats cooked meals, and I'm like, why would I want to fake this?
Yeah,
Like when I have cooked meals, I show it on camera that I have cooked meals. I'm high raw, you know.
right.
So yeah, I make sure I have my breakfast and dinners are almost always raw. Some when I eat out, well, when I travel, I do have some cooked food, and I cook food for us. But yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
yeah.
funny.
Oh, someone has a comment saying like gluten, especially non-organic gluten, affects neurological nitro just gut issues. Gluten causes nightmares in some people.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm wondering whether that's also because, yeah, that's why when I had the cooked food, it definitely had gluten in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. But mangoes don't have gluten, so
No.
yeah. Yeah. Oops. I think Matt has disappeared. I was gonna say like thank you, Matt, so much for your you know answers. This was a really fun one, and I wanted to ask him to say some last parting words. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait for okay. Cool. Let's see if we can get Matt on. Oh, hey Matt.
Hey, sorry. I accidentally swiped and it
Oh,
put me into another live. I don't know how and I tried
it's
to get
okay.
back in and it wasn't working, so I had to leave
I,
and come back.
I thought you ran off to get some
Yeah,
mangoes or something.
I did. I had a kidney stone for my mangoes for lunch.
Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to thank you so much for this time. Thank you for answering the questions and addressing it, and also giving the proper research and background knowledge to it. And yeah, I really appreciate that. It
Yeah,
was really nice seeing you because I feel like we haven't spoken in some time. Yeah,
yeah.
I do see you on your live, and I do watch you on your live.
Uh,
So, it's great seeing you. And maybe is there anything else you want to say about the vegan health bundle before we close off?
yeah. I mean, I say this, so I love these bundles. First of all the bundles I'm in, I love. But this one, with AJ, Chef AJ, and Lissa, like they always bring like such an amazing variety of content creators and doctors and all these professionals that are putting their contributions in there and chefs like yourself. you know, there's such a great variety of content in this bundle, and like you said, it's over $8,000 worth of value. So you know, if even if you've gotten bundles in the past that, or you know, if you have like my book, or if you have Chef Yin's course, there's still, I think Lissa said each, it's like 33 cents for each contribution that you're getting if you buy the bundle. So it's like even if you have some of the things in the bundle already, there's still like $7,995 worth of content that you may probably don't have. So
Yeah.
it's definitely, I think, worth checking out. Just look through the stuff through using, you know, one of our links, and just see, you know, just browse through, and I think there's going to be something in there for pretty much everybody that, you know, that they can benefit from. And I did, yeah, that's why there was some other things that I was thinking of that you probably got comments on, but you know, like the plant foods are gonna age you, I think, isn't that what they said?
Oh yeah. That was really funny. What was it? You will prematurely age on this diet. Add back animal fat and protein before it's too late.
Right, right. I mean, do they know who they're leaving their comments on? You look like you're like 35, if that. You look like you could be in your late 20s, and they're saying you're going to be aging prematurely. I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. So I think
Yeah,
you're,
I'm 51, guys.
yes,
How do
exactly.
I
Which I still
prematurely
can't
age on
believe. I still can't believe you're 51. That's incredible. But
raw power,
yes,
plant-based power?
yeah, you look great. And yeah, it's just funny.
You
Some of
look
the,
great too.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's so much I could say about that, you know, like I could go into why that's like not true, but you know, I know it's getting late over there and you got to make lunch. So we'll have to have another live soon and talk about some of these other questions.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Cool. All right, thanks everyone for joining. Thanks Matt for this as well. And yeah, guys, go check out the either of the links in either of our bios. You only have 1 day and 3 hours left right now to get the bundle. If you have any, if you guys are watching the replay and you have any questions, just please leave it in the comments below and we'll answer them. All right. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night,
All
Matt.
right. Thanks so much. Have a great
Bye,
day.
everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.